Alright, what's up, guys? We're going to spend a few minutes talking about the stuff that happened with Trump and NATO a few days ago. So, NATO was created 70 years ago, after World War II, to defend Western Europe against Soviet aggression. Now, it's incorrect when Trump says that NATO countries somehow owe us money. In reality, what they need to do is step up their defense spending. So, for decades now, the U.S. has come to the rescue when military conflicts arise around the world. And a lot of these Western European countries hardly spend any money, hardly spend much on their military and defense, and just spend it on goodies they want elsewhere, assuming that we're going to swoop in and come to the rescue at American taxpayer expense if any conflicts were to arise. So this is sort of taking advantage of America. Now, an agreement during the Obama administration, near the end, I believe, there was an agreement among NATO member countries that by 2024, all the NATO member countries would step up their military spending to 2% of GDP. And many of them are at like 1%, or a few of them are even less, spend even less right now. And actually, I think one of them was spending like 0.5%. So, I mean, these numbers are based on how much each NATO member country spends on their own military. They're not sending like 2% of their GDP to NATO. But we spend about 4.2% of our GDP on military and defense spending. So for them to, maybe do 2% or whatever is not. I think 2% would maybe be like 10% of their government federal budgets. But okay. So another thing, Trump criticized Germany for getting 70% of their natural gas from Russia. So first off, by saying that they need to step up their military spending in an alliance that fights against Russian aggression, I don't know how that plays into Putin's hands or Russia's interest for us and Europe to have stronger militaries to kick their ass if they were to invade or do something shady. So I don't see how that makes them some kind of puppet of Putin to make our military and Europe's military stronger to whoop their ass, but whatever. Okay, so yeah, Germany gets 70% of their natural gas from Russia. And their former prime minister, I think they actually call it chancellor in Germany, but now works for Russia's state-owned or government-owned natural gas company. He's making deals and agreements and stuff with Germany and possibly other countries with natural gas deals. And there's this pipeline, it's called Nord Stream 1, which runs through the Baltic Sea. Now, I think this was a sort of a tactical maneuver by Russia, since it doesn't run through neighboring countries, like between Germany and Russia, like Ukraine and stuff. Then they would be able to, if they wanted to invade a neighboring Eastern European country like they did with Crimea in Ukraine in 2014, then they could keep selling natural gas to Germany while cutting off those countries and starving them of natural gas, which is how it's set up now. Yeah, so criticizing Germany for getting like 70% of their natural gas from Russia, I also fail to see how that plays into Russia's interest by them getting less money and selling less natural gas. So it's asinine. So yeah, I mean, Germany getting 70% of their gas from them. If a conflict were to arise, Russia would have immense leverage on Germany with the threat of shutting off 70% of their natural gas. So Germany would be in a very tight spot. And if that's going to affect foreign policy and stuff. Germany's very likely to go a lot easier on Russia because if they take a hardline stance, they're starved of natural gas and even oil. A lot of these Western European countries get a lot of oil from Russia as well. So, yeah, well, actually, so there's this possible Nord Stream 2 pipeline being talked about, going to Germany. So, which would possibly increase the percentage they get of their natural gas they get from Russia. I mean, it's not a good thing. Really, not a good thing. Because Russia, they're not a friend. I mean, obviously they invaded Crimea and do cyber and spying and stuff, cyber attacks and spying on America and other European countries and stuff. So I think having a little bit better relations with Russia would be good, because they could hurt us pretty bad with an EMP attack. They probably have the most advanced EMP technology in the world. I talk about that in another video. But yeah, and then also Trump sent weapons and arms to Ukraine to help them fight against that Russian annexation and invasion of Crimea. So, yeah, not really in Russia's interest either to have Ukraine stronger to fight them. But that's pretty much the gist of everything, guys. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. You click like, I'd really appreciate it. Just a quick click if you like this video. And if you subscribe, just remember to click the bell, because I notice when I don't click the bell, like the vast majority, like 70, 80% or 90% of the videos at a channel I've subscribed to, the videos, I don't see them. But when I click the bell, I get a notification for each video put out. So you'll get a notification for new videos if you click that bell. So, all right. Take care, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you really soon.